Hi, I'm Plami, and in this episode of Radio K, I'm gonna be reacting to my favorite group ever again, Stray Kids. And apparently, they relatively recently, had a surprise comeback. And I'm saying comeback because it kind of came out of nowhere. From my knowledge, they haven't really promoted this on like music shows or whatever, or at least I haven't seen them do that. So I don't know whether this is a proper comeback or it's just a single that they've released, and that is very important actually, which is the case for this song because the music video looks like it's going to be a ballad song, and I still haven't heard this song, haven't even heard little snippets of it, so I have no idea what it's going to be like. But I really hope it's not gonna be some kind of a ballad because um relatively recently I reacted to their In Life album, which had quite a few ballads which weren't bad because it's Stray Kids after all. I still kinda enjoy them, but I'm just not a big fan of ballads. If you've been subscribed to my channel, you would know that at this point. I still enjoy some ballads, but I prefer the groups that I enjoy for a certain thing with their music to just stick with that thing for the most part. It's fine to experiment and it's fine to do different things in the B-sides, but at least for the title tracks, I prefer them to stick with what I like about them. So, because of that, if this is not a proper comeback, I'm gonna be more lenient if this ends up being a ballad, but if it is a proper comeback, I'm gonna be very disappointed, but I don't think it is. So I'm gonna go into this with the thought that this is just a release that they've done. And it's also gonna be the first music video that, the first time HYUNJIN appeared since his hiatus, since the beginning of Kingdom, so yeah, I'm gonna be happy to see him. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it and see what this song is going to sound like in 3, 2, 1. I mean, it's not necessarily even going to be a ballad, it's just going to be more of a wholesome, calm song, which is something the Stray Kids do with their music as well. But I still prefer the more hard-hitting EDM stuff that they do. Okay, it's not bad, as I said. I didn't think it was going to be bad, but it is definitely a more calm, wholesome song rather than a hard-hitting EDM track. Okay, I actually kind of like this beat. And yeah, I actually don't mind groups trying different stuff like this once in a while. But I definitely would be disappointed if this is a direction in which Stray Kids shifts into. Which is not what I think they will do, so I'm not too worried about it. And also in a way for me, Stray Kids can do no wrong, so... Wait, Stray Kids The View? Is that a tease? Because I'm pretty sure this is like a single release, so there shouldn't be B-sides or anything. Is that a tease for the next album? It's gotta be. Okay, I actually like this song more than I thought I was going to. And I love HYUNJIN's hair. Han's vocals are godsend, man. He really shined with his vocals in addition to his rap in Kingdom. And by the way, if you guys are curious, soon I am going to be reacting to the Kingdom songs, which every single Kingdom group released at the end of the show. I still haven't listened to Wolfgang. I am really excited to do that, but I still have to react to all the comebacks and everything before we get to those songs. Also, is it me or the chorus of the song has kind of like a little bit of a summery, tropical vibe? I feel like that kind of beat was a big thing in like 2018. Or maybe even by that point it was kind of past its prime. But like, I like it. I don't understand people who kind of hated it. Like, I get hating it because it's everywhere, but I don't know. I like it. It just works for me in a way. But yeah, I actually enjoyed this song, as I said, much more than I thought I was going to, because I was really worried that this was going to be a ballad like one of the songs from In Live that has a music video. Like, check out my reactions to the In Live album. I definitely recommend you to do that, because I really liked the Tortoise and the Hare. It's one of my favorite Stray Kids songs. That's the kind of songs that I like from Stray Kids. This kind of more ballady, more wholesome kind of stuff doesn't hit as hard for me, but I still appreciate them because there are definitely songs of theirs in this kind of style that I do enjoy. I really like Blueprint. That one really works for me. I feel like you can also kind of count Phobia into something like this, or Voices as well, and Elevator. I still like this kind of stuff from them, but I prefer the more experimental and rap heavy stuff, personally. But yeah, this was actually not that bad. Which I shouldn't be surprised because it's Stray Kids. Like, even if I don't necessarily love it, it always feels like higher quality than what most other groups will do. And that's not to say that Stray Kids is the best group and everybody else sucks or anything like that. No. I'm just saying that for me personally, there's just something to Stray Kids' music that just elevates everything. Even things that I don't like, I feel like they still do them superior to others, you know? But yeah, we're still gonna give it a second listen, even though it's not really the kind of song that needs it, but I just wanna really get the full experience with this song, because I don't wanna kind of underrate it or anything. I just want to know how I feel about it, because this is also not the kind of song that really needs a lot of listens to really comprehend it completely. So I think 2 listens should be fine for me to be able to properly rate it. So without further ado, let's get into it one more time in 3, 2, 1. Honestly, like, I think Han is a great rapper, but I'm really loving his vocals. Debatably more than the rapping, honestly. Like, ever since Kingdom, I feel like I've really started to really like his vocals as well. Oh yeah, I'm already into this much more than the first listen. I'm definitely gonna listen to this song. I'm already kind of really starting to really like it. Although I'm not the biggest fan of the switch up for the chorus, it's a little too abrupt. It goes into a completely different beat for the chorus. And I feel like, as much as I like the beat during the chorus, it feels a little bit, it feels slightly generic or compared to the rest of the song. Man, Changbin can rap in any song and he's gonna be always good. That's why he's honestly the best rapper in K-pop. Don't ask me. HYUNJIN is such a bias striker. Han's vocals are godsend. Man, Stray Kids are so goddamn good. Okay. I honestly kind of take all the criticisms that I had for this song during the first listen back. I love it. I like it. I would definitely be listening to it. It's not the crazy hyperactive songs that I love from them the most, but I like it. It's just like Blueprint, honestly. I like it for the very much the same reason. Maybe not as much as Blueprint, but I don't know. I like it. I enjoy it. I definitely do like it. And the rating for the song has honestly risen a decent amount from what I was going to rate it. I was going to rate it like an 8.6 out of 10, but now I'm going to rate it at 9.4. I think it's actually a really good song. The vocals are freaking amazing. Changbin's rapping, as usual, is really good, and it's one of the standout parts for this. It's definitely the standout rap part of this song for me, but the vocals are probably the more standout part for this song, and I'll probably remember this song for its vocals rather than the rapping by Changbin, because I feel like for the vocals they're um well, with the comments, I might do it, I might not do it, I might just give it a check out and not necessarily do a reaction to it, but with the Patreon, it's 100% confirmed thing that it's going to happen. So I don't know, it's up to you. But as I said, Stray Kids are my favorite group, so if there are B-sides, I'm almost definitely gonna check them out, so you don't really have to worry too much about this, in this case at least. And yeah, before we end this video, I also just want to give a quick thanks to my first ever patron on Patreon, Omari Bridgman. As I just said, if you want to join that person over on my Patreon, you can do that by going down to the comments down below and subscribing to my Patreon, but it's completely up to you, and you don't have to do it if you don't want to. But before we end this video, I just want to quickly explain to you something that you might be wondering about, like, why am I dressed the way I am? Why do I look the way I do? And if you've been subscribed to my channel for a long time, you would know the answer already, because back when I started my YouTube channel, I had super long hair and I was dressing femininely in every single video. But for those of you who don't know, which I assume it's most of you, I'm actually transgender. I think I'm more of a non-binary rather than a male to female, because there are quite a few times where I don't really feel like dressing femininely and looking feminine and looking like a girl, and I just want to look like a normal guy. But I feel like in a lot of the time I do want to look feminine. So for the sake of simplicity, I decided to just settle on non-binary, although I definitely really want to be much more feminine than I am right now, like almost like androgynous. But due to my current situation, I'm unable to transition because I still live with my parents. I tried to transition secretly while still living with my parents, but they started noticing that I was looking more feminine and that I obviously had my long hair back then, and they were pressuring me to cut it all the time. And even when I was growing it out, they were constantly pressuring me to not grow it out, and now they are pressuring me to not grow it out again. I'm really unable to transition, and there's no really way out of this situation for me, because I can't get a job. I've tried to, but I just can't seem to get any job. And even if I was able to get a job, I wouldn't really be able to transition in my country where I live while working that job, because people here are completely bigoted, and they will harass me, they will bully me, and they probably the employers will probably never even hire me if I actually decided to completely transition. So the only way for me to actually be who I am, who I truly am, is if I actually start being successful with YouTube and start making money off of YouTube, because I don't really have to care about what anybody thinks of me, and I can just be who I want to be and dress however I want and all those stuff. So with all this information and me telling you that I don't want to guilt trip you into helping me out, I don't want to make you feel bad about my situation and wanting to manipulate you into helping me out or boosting the subscribers on my channel or anything like that, I ask you if you're able to help me out by donating to my Patreon or donating to my PayPal, which is for that you will have to get in touch with me in the comments down below to set it up properly, because I haven't really done that, because I assume nobody's really gonna want to do that. But if you're able to do that, I would really appreciate it. But again, this is literally the only way for me out. This is the only way out. So yeah, it's completely up to you. If you can't help me out monetarily, then at the very least I think it would be great if you could help out in other ways, like I said earlier, liking the channel, liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and all those other stuff. But yeah, I'm not trying to guilt trip you, I'm just explaining to you my situation and hoping that you can help me out. But yeah, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you enjoy my stories or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!